This is Victoria, your host, and I am making another drink, you guys. This is my day 5, and it is about 11:30 in the evening. And so far, I have had one beverage today that I made yesterday. So if you didn't see my video already when I made 2 juices, I do encourage you to check it out. That video is going to be entitled 2 Juices, where I made a grapefruit juice as well as a blueberry banana smoothie with sesame seed DIY milk that I made from home and not the store. And if you want to see that, it's the video before now, and that's my day 4. So now that we're in day 5, I have only had that delicious, scrumptious grapefruit juice that I made yesterday. I had it this morning around 10 a.m. And now it's about 11:30 at night. We're talking a very long time of fasting. Now, I want to share with you guys before I get into the video. So, what I did consume ever since the morning is tea. Now, I have some herbs, a plethora of herbs, and I'll get into that another time. This is not the same tea I discussed before with the cinnamon, even though cinnamon is indeed in the tea that I did drink. This is a completely different tea. I love herbs, okay? And I don't want to get into what herbs they are. I'd rather make an entire video, share the herbs, show you the herbs, and even make the tea maybe for you guys. But I made a tea, and the tea was designed just for overall wellness and health and just to feel exuberant. And so that did fill me up having this tea full of probably about 5 different herbs that I made here. It was so good and filling. And I did use maple syrup in that tea. So the sugar I know did sedate me and curb my appetite and things like that. And I actually had 2 cups of tea between 10 a.m. and now about 11:30 at night. And that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I am going to do the same thing I did yesterday, which is make 2 drinks because I found out that that helps save me some strength, some time, and who doesn't want to save that? And so I do have some drinks I want to show you guys. And so for now, I have some grapes here and lemon. I let this sit out for about an hour because I don't want my blender to stall and overheat, which happened to me when I use strawberries, which are included in this recipe today. I am going to use frozen strawberries, grapes, and lemon. I hope I did say that for my juice. Now, my second drink is going to have maple syrup. This is flaxseed and flax meal right here. And then I have bananas and I have frozen strawberries. And these ones are the ones I allowed to thaw out. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. I'm going to go ahead and start with the grape lemonade smoothie. And I do hope you guys enjoy this video. Once again, this is my day 5. And so I'm so excited because, I'm doing this and I do have about 25 more days or so to continue to do this. And it's going smoothly, and I don't expect everything to be perfect. I'm not striving for perfection. I'm striving for consistency. And I am very much so doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and start this juice. I hope you guys enjoy the video and stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to put my Vitamix blender right here at the top. We're going to go ahead and add the lemon. And it's nice and thawed and still yet frozen. It's the ultimate slushy. Okay, and we're just going to squeeze out all the contents of this. Now, I did say something before about this lemon. This lemon came from my tree and the backyard. And my mother and she did most of the picking. She watched my previous video and she was like, excuse me, but I took my hands and I picked those lemons and you helped me, but I did it. I was like, okay, Ma, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to miscredit. My mom picked the majority of the lemons that particular day. And I helped her harvest and I also helped clean and blend. And she did the majority of the work. I want to give credit where credit is due to you, Mother. Okay, no worries. But what I want to share with you, and what she brought to my attention, is that the lemon rind was indeed used in this smoothie. And I forgot that. I'm like, she's like, Victoria, we used the rind. I'm like, did we? And we did. We used the rind, the seed, and of course the good fruit center. So I'd only recommend that you guys also choose to use the rind, the seed, and the center if you have an organic treat where it has not been sprayed with pesticides, or even if you're going to the store and it's organic, they do put that carabara wax, whatever it's called, but it is the fragments of a some sort of beetle. You know, I'm sure most of you have heard about that if you're into like this sort of if you're deep into healthy food, GMOs, non-GMOs, bioengineer, you've learned the preservatives, and that's one of the very popular preservatives that they put on like fruit and many other things. But you can still wash your fruit, baking soda, vinegar, salt, water, whatever method you prefer and that you find effective. But what I think is best is to go in your neighborhood, find a neighbor, make a deal, pick a tree, and have some really clean fruit that has never been touched with any pesticides or the wax essence. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna add the grapes, you guys. I just wanted to inform you guys about that tidbit. We're going to add the rest of the grapes because this is just not enough for another batch anyway. So these are frozen grapes and they are seeded. These are frozen seeded grapes and they've been thawing for about an hour. So they're not as frozen as they could be, which I'm happy for that because these strawberries are very, very frozen. I'm going to go ahead and add half of this bag of this strawberry. And I'm going to go ahead and add the other half of this one. I think I took too many out. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. The rest of those are going to go for my actual smoothie that I'm going to make second. I'm going to add a few that are kind of soft. Okay, and so this right here is pretty much ready to go. The only thing I need to do is add a little bit of water. I thought I prepared my water, but I didn't. So let me go ahead and get the water going. While I pour the water, my water is filtered. I believe that no one's perfect, nothing's perfect, but we should do our best. Okay? I like to try my best to use organic products. Right now, I cannot use all organic, but I'm using fruit that I can use, and I pray over my food. I believe that you should pray over your food, and that all things with prayer are okay to eat. Now, you can always pray over your lemons. My suggestion is if you have a way to avoid certain things, in good wisdom, we should do just that. But prayer, baby, solves it all. So I'm not going to sit here and doubt the power of prayer. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of maple syrup in here because I already know I'm going to need it. That's enough. Because, see, we have the lemon in here, and that's sour. The grapes are going to sweeten this up, but that lemon is sour. So I added about half of my 32 ounce, well, I added about a little less than half of water into this pitcher, and this is 32 ounces. So it shows that I added about 20 ounces, actually. Perfect. And so we're going to go ahead and start this blender and see how it goes. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and taste it now. And I'm just going to pour a little bit into a spoon so that I can be able to just taste it without actually pouring it out yet. Just in case I need to add more ingredients. So we're going to take off the little tiny top portion of the lid. And with that being said, we're going to dip the spoon in there. Taste it. Oh my God, this is the best one I've made so far. This is so good. Oh my God. I gotta let my mom taste this. This is done. I think I'll let it blend just for another few seconds just to wipe it clean of any fragments. I like a nice, these are juices to me because I'm adding water, and the Vitamix does such a supreme job of blending it to its most finite particle that I find it to be efficient for me as a juice, you know. But you know what? When you go to the store and you get a smoothie in those, like maybe one of those big bottles of processed smoothies, those are like juices as well to me. Of course, we know the difference. There is no fiber and so forth, but for me, this is my juice. I look at this as a juice. But the next one I'm going to make, in my mind, I look at that as a smoothie because I'm adding thicker ingredients that promote more of the milk base, which is banana strawberry smoothie. And at that point, I will be making a flaxseed sesame seed DIY milk here at the house so that I can create what I would consider more of a shake, milkshake, healthy style smoothie. And so we're going to blend one more time. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this. I want to take a moment to say hi to those who have left comments below. How you doing? Where are you guys located? How is the weather? Do you drink smoothies? Let me know. We're gonna pour some drinks right now. Okay, I'm really excited because this is my fifth day of doing my smoothies. And with that being said, I want to share a little bit about myself, who I am, what I'm doing, and hopefully you guys can relate to pretty much my story. So, I'm somebody that has lost 100 pounds in 6 months. Okay, I'm someone that did that 3 months. From there, I proceeded to lose the 100 pounds, and I did that with just sheer discipline. So in 3 years, I've gained 65 pounds. And as I stand today, my current weight is 375. So I did it all the way, ruined my results back to 433. But I did gain 65 pounds nonetheless. So here I stand, August 1st, on a 30-day raw challenge. This raw challenge is to get me back on track in a very, very strong, disciplined manner. I love when I get focused like this. This brings out the best in Victoria, and I look forward to seeing this challenge through. And I really welcome you guys to be a part of this journey. This is a beautiful journey that only trial and error can let me get to. It took trial and error for me to get back on this very, very wild horse. It's not easy. I'm pretty sure you guys have to do some things in your life that isn't easy too. Everything that's easy isn't even worth anything. The challenge that I'm experiencing makes it all worth it. And I know that I can do it. I know that I've disciplined myself and I've had some awesome outcomes in all of those experiences. And the one thing I have learned I need to do to get to that goal is to know your why. What is your why? What is your why? Is all I figure I need to make sure I don't lose sight of. What is your why? And trust me, I've already been tricked over the years about what's my why. I've been tricked about, how to lose track, how to lose focus. People are going to experience a tremendous amount of distractions in this life. Okay, and those people that win, they don't let that stop them or hinder them. They stick to what it is that they know they are set out to do. That is sticking to your reason for why you're doing it. Find out your why, make it a good enough reason. Don't deviate. Now, it sounds much easier said than done. Drone it, please. It's so much easier said than done. These are my three juices that I made you guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to go ahead and taste one. Let you know how it tastes. I know it's going to be good. Just uplifting, okay? This juice I've made this whole time. This is day 5, well after 11:30 p.m. This is my day 5 going raw for 30 days. I'm excited, and I'm just gonna keep going. I have some challenges every day, like you and everybody else out there, but I understand my why. I'm not going to stop showing up doing this. I have to. Okay, I'm gonna go to juice number 2. Juice number 2, I'm making tonight a strawberry banana smoothie, and I am going to sweeten that smoothie with, if needed, maple. And I may not need it because the truth is, I'm experiencing that banana does a pretty good job, and these strawberries that I bought are pretty freaking awesome. And I do want to fill up my water before I get lost in the sauce and don't have my water filled up. I do have a filtered water system that I rely on. So while that pours, let me share with you guys my DIY flaxseed. You can draw it right there. On it, right there. So this right here is my flaxseed, sesame seed. Oh. And so with that being said, this is 50-50. This is half flax, half sesame seed. Okay, now this is what I'm going to make for my milk. I have never made this for my milk before. Only sesame, and I feel like I might have made a flaxseed base before for a smoothie, but not in this challenge. So this is the first for the challenge. I did make a sesame seed blueberry smoothie yesterday as a part of my challenge. This is my first time adding this combination to my challenge, and I'm not going to rinse out my blender at all. It's going to have the remnants of what was in there, and that's okay. And so, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and add this 1 cup of 50-50 flax and sesame seeds. And by the way, those are organic seeds. And if you have organic, use organic. If you don't have organic, use what you got. Okay? They call it faking it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. And don't be ashamed about it, because you are doing better than going to McDonald's, grabbing whatever is on the menu that has beef, cheese, and bread. Not against meat whatsoever. I'm not against dairy. But I am saying I'm against processed, I'm against bioengineered food, and I'm against things of that nature. And if you want to have a healthy diet that includes all the food groups, I say have at it. Okay? And if all you can afford is McDonald's, then God bless you, okay? But McDonald's is pretty expensive, so I would think you can just simply choose better choices. But whatever you want to do, I'm working on me. And I'm working on what I know is best. I have had plenty of McDonald's in my life, plenty of fast food, and that has done nothing for me but caused me pain, distress, and just regrets. But I've learned that at 37 years old. Maybe some of you haven't reached that point of life to have that synopsis, but that's how I feel. Come along with me on my next meeting. So we're going to go ahead. We've already added the seeds. I'm going to go ahead and blend the seeds out. I'm going to pour the whole 32 ounces of water in here so that we can go ahead and get that creamy texture that we want for the smoothie. Okay, we're going to blend. How you guys doing? I'm back. I'm adding salt and cinnamon to this and maple syrup. All of that is eyeballing. I'll let you have a visual so that you can see what I was doing. I understand that my screen is lagging. This is not going to be an issue going probably until like a couple of days from now. I do need to contact my internet provider to have them update and upgrade my internet speed. And I do apologize. Coming on later at night, I noticed that it was less of an issue. I hate that it's lagging. I'm going to document anyway, and I hope you guys can just feel the positive energy and the determination spirit within me. Anyways, I do apologize for the lagging in the screen, sir, ma'am. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. We're blending, we're blending. Okay, now one ingredient that I want to go ahead and let you guys know that I added, it's cinnamon. That was not planned, but I thought, you know what? I think that'll be a nice twist to my strawberry banana smoothie. I have never heard of it, I've never had it, but I know the benefits of cinnamon. I have a video discussing the benefits of cinnamon. Cinnamon does give you a very nice, tranquil, relaxing, sedative like feeling. It also combats that nasty stress hormone, cortisone. So I want to encourage you to add cinnamon to your diet, you guys, if you're not already doing it. I'm going to add the strawberries now. Yeah. Oh, no. No, no, no.
What was that?
They plopped on my face. I have to be careful. I just splashed my milk. Now I want to taste my milk, and I did not get a chance to. Let me go ahead and taste the milk really fast. Make sure it doesn't need anything else. I think it needs a little more. I'm not going to add the sweetener yet. I may not even add salt. I think we're going to call it a day and first add everything that we need to add as far as fruit and bananas so that we can go ahead and make sure, this natural fruit and bananas are going to give us a lot of natural sweetness, and I don't want to abuse the sugar access that I have given myself. Even though I'm using maple syrup, that is not, considered necessarily raw. It's maple syrup. But at the same time, it is derived from a natural resource, so I know that it's not, terrible. But I don't want to abuse it. I'm giving myself certain allowances that somebody just very well may object to, but that's okay. One thing for sure, I'm not going to abuse something and just go crazy. That's for sure. Here we go. I apologize that if it's blurry. I know that that's very huge a turn off. Let me taste it. I like it. I'm trying to think, what can I do? I'm going to go grab a couple more bananas. You can stay right here. In fact, let me face front it. Whoop. Really fast. Okay. I'm going to grab a couple of bananas. I had a little splash on my face from my smoothie, which sucked. But that's okay. So if you see anything of that sort on my face, then that'll be why. You guys are all in my esophagus right now. My bad. So we're going to turn it around again. Here you go. It's face fronting. I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay. Okay. So here we go. These are hard from the freezer still. Okay, we're going to put them over the counter. I want to add more sweetener to them. These are hard. Whoa, I got to deal with this hard style. Oh. That's okay. That's just an editing thing that I touched. We're going to add about maybe a banana and a half of this to make it a little sweeter. I prefer it to be sweetened by nature. I really don't want to have any more syrup added to this. Sometimes you just have to go with conviction. So we actually are adding 2 whole bananas frozen to this concoction. And we're going to go ahead and finish out this blend. And then I should be able to pour. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and taste this and see how it turns out. I am going to do 3 cups for this. I have two 32-ounce cups, and I have a smaller cup that's probably about 14 ounces, I'm guessing. So we're going to go ahead and taste it really fast. I'm pretty sure those bananas did just what I need them to do. Let me taste it right now. Yes, it did. This is beautiful. This tastes almost like strawberry cheesecake. I don't know if it's the flax and the sesame that's bringing this full body taste, and the banana just tastes literally. This is tasting like strawberry cheesecake for me, and that's amazing. It's my first time making flaxseed and flax meal milk base. And so this is all the first. It was my first time adding strawberries to my grape lemonade. This is all the first on day 5. We're doing first time things today. We're going to do a drum pour. This is my drum pour. I'm coining that. I've said it probably in every episode. It's called a drone pour. And that's because you're getting an overhead view of me pouring. So I hope you guys are enjoying this video. We are coming to an end. And that brings me to great sadness because I've enjoyed entertaining and showing you guys my journey. I am on a 30-day raw challenge. This is going to go on for the entire month of August. I lost 100 pounds in 6 months and now currently gained 65 pounds back. My current weight is 375 pounds. My start weight was 433 pounds. And so I have gained 65 pounds, but I'm back on track, and it is 3 years later. And I'm ready to see it through, and I'm excited. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed by the Lord above, by the Most High, to allow me to get back in the game and start working on my health. And that is exactly what I'm going to do to the very end. Okay, may the Most High Yahweh have all the glory. I hope you guys have enjoyed my video today. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. You have a good day. I wouldn't taste it. Excuse me. Let me taste this for you. Oh my goodness, this is what I do at the end of every video. All right, let me taste it. This tastes so good. This strawberry cheesecake, I might have to call it that. This is strawberry cheesecake, you guys. YouTubians, have a blessed night. Shalom.